Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and hearing breaking news. The United States has launched a military strike on Venezuela. No long warning, no vote in Congress, just fighter jets in the sky and explosions on the ground. Within hours, reports claimed that Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, was captured. The world was shocked. One question was everywhere. Why would Donald Trump take such a bold and dangerous step? Was it about drugs? Was it about national security? Or was something much bigger happening behind the scenes? According to U.S. officials, the operation began late at night. American fighter jets entered Venezuelan airspace. Military targets near the capital city, Caracas, were hit. The mission was fast and highly coordinated. The White House described it as a limited operation. They said the goal was not war, but enforcement. Soon after the strikes, news outlets reported that Nicolas Maduro and senior members of his government had been taken into custody. The message was clear: the old leadership of Venezuela. Donald Trump quickly defended the decision. He said the operation was necessary to protect American lives. According to Trump, Venezuela had become a major hub for drug trafficking. He accused the Venezuelan government of working with criminal organizations that sent illegal drugs into the United States. In simple words, Trump claimed this was a national security threat. He said Venezuela was no longer just a political problem, it was a danger. Trump described the strike as an act of self-defense, not a war, not an invasion. To his supporters, this sounded strong and decisive. To his critics, it sounded reckless. The U.S. government argued that cocaine routes from South America were passing through Venezuela. They said drug money was funding corruption, crime, and instability. Trump framed the strike as a law enforcement action on an international scale. However, many experts asked an important question. If this was about drugs, why use military force? Why not arrests? Now we come to the part that makes many people uncomfortable. Oil. Venezuela has the largest proven oil reserves in the world. More than Saudi Arabia, more than anyone. For years, American companies have been locked out of Venezuela's energy sector because of sanctions and political conflict. Many analysts believe oil was not the only reason for the strike, but they also believe it was not a coincidence. Energy means power. Control over oil means influence over markets, prices, and global politics. There is another important angle. Venezuela was not alone. Russia had influence there. China had billions invested there. Iran had strategic ties there. For the United States, this was not just about Venezuela. It was about who controls the region. By striking Venezuela, America sent a message. The international reaction was immediate. The United Nations called an emergency meeting. Several countries condemned the strike. They said it violated international law. China criticized the action as dangerous. Russia warned it could destabilize the entire region. Even inside the United States, the reaction was divided. Some Americans praised Trump and called the move strong leadership. Others were alarmed. They feared another foreign conflict. They asked if this could turn into another long war. One major debate was legality. There was no declaration of war, no clear approval from Congress. The administration argued it was self-defense. Critics argued it crossed a legal line. With Maduro gone, Venezuela now faces uncertainty. Will a new government bring stability or more chaos? The Venezuelan people have already suffered for years. Economic collapse, shortages, mass migration. History will judge this moment. Some will call it bold leadership. Others will call it a dangerous gamble. Was this about drugs, oil, power, or all of them combined? One thing is certain: the consequences of this decision are still unfolding.